Guys, welcome to my YouTube channel again. And today I'm going to record a video about Athens. I already told you about Santorini, all my experience. I really like it. And then after Santorini, I left to Athens because I know some people there, and I was really excited to, to see my people and also visit and stuff like that. So first of all, like how to go from Santorini to Athens is really easy. It's just like a 40 minutes flight, and then it's really cheap. The only thing is like it's really popular because people really like it's really famous, Athens and Santorini. So just if you go, like, plan it, book. Don't do it last minute because there was a girl that wanted to fly last minute and everything was fully booked, so she couldn't fly. Okay, so I arrived in Athens. It was super quick. It was like more time just to get off the plane than rather like the whole flight. It was just crazy. Anyway, so I get off and then I asked George. He was like, take the underground from Athens to the city center, and then it's really easy. But I didn't see the underground. The first thing that I saw is the bus, so I felt more comfortable like taking the bus, and also because I can, like, see all the city with the bus and stuff like that. Anyway, one thing that I didn't know is like you need to buy a ticket. You cannot actually pay in the bus. So I met a couple. As I say, I always meet couples along the way. It's really funny. And then they didn't know as well. They were tourists, and then we ended up like running, the three of us, to get a ticket and then go back in the bus because it was like 2 minutes and the bus was going to leave. And I was like, okay, let me get the ticket. Anyway, so I arrived to my hotel, and then I was chilling, and then I got some food, and then I was taking a shower and getting ready and stuff like that. And I was going to meet my friends at 4 p.m. Anyway, so the first impression that I had about Athens, it was a little bit overwhelming. I took my friends, like, I didn't expect it to be so hectic. It was like traffic everywhere, like a lot of people. So it was really, really hot. Like it seemed like summer, and it was May, and I was like, okay, what is going on? And then also it was really like, I was really surprised because it's really similar to Madrid, to the center of Madrid. Like the only thing that they don't have is like the tall buildings, but for everything else, like the shops, the places to eat, everything was so like Madrid. Like sometimes like I just forgot like I was in Greece, and I was like walking, and I was like, oh my god, I'm here back in at home. And then I started like hearing people like talking in Greek and stuff like that, and I was like, oh no, I'm in Athens actually. Anyway, so I met my friends, and to meet my friends I had to go to this, there's like some streets with full of souvenirs and stuff like that in the center. And then it was so crowded of people that I was like, oh my god, I'm going to arrive late, because I actually like sometimes I feel claustrophobic when there's a lot of people. So I was feeling like that, and I was like, I cannot even like walk. It was like too much. Also, another funny thing that happened the first day is like some Greek guys, they were stopping me in the street, and then they were actually like telling me things in Greek. I don't know if because I'm similar, so maybe they thought I was Greek, but I was like I was like just walking by, and because I had to meet my friends. And then when I went out of my hotel, like I said bye to the receptionist because I think it's like nice to say bye. And then there was a man like in a sofa, and he was like, oh, bye. And I was like, bye. And he's like, where are you from? And I'm like, Spain. And then he's sometimes I'm too nice, and I forget like some people have other intentions with me, and I don't realize until it's too late. Anyway, so he was like, oh, I went to Madrid, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, nice, I'm from Madrid. And then he's like, he did this to clap the hand, so I clap like the hand with him, and then he grabbed my hand, and I was like, what are you doing? So I back up, and then he was like, oh, sit with me. And I was like, no, thank you, I'm meeting someone, thanks. Anyway, so I met with my friends, and then I was really excited to see them, to see Vaso and to see George. I know Vaso because of my first house in Brighton. I met her. She's from Athens, and then she was studying here, and then she had to go back. And also she was the first person that properly taught me how to ride a bike, so good job. And then George is friends with Vaso. She introduced me to him. He's an amazing person. I'm really happy to meet him. He's awesome. So yeah, so we were the three of us. So first of all, what we did is we went to one of the bars of favorite bars of George. We went to, it's called Kukaki Bar, and then we had a coffee. I ordered a Fredo cappuccino, but the thing is I don't like foam, but I thought it was like, just espresso with milk. And then my friends were like, well, actually you can just like say Fredo espresso and then with milk. But for me it's weird because when I ask for an espresso it's just like coffee, so why would you ask for an espresso with milk, you know what I mean? Anyway, it was really good, so we were there. And then George was in charge. He was our tour guide. I told him like, just take me wherever you want, you know, you're in charge. And then he's from Athens as well, so yeah, he was our the guy to take us around. So yeah, so then he took us to the Philapopos Hill. It wasn't that bad. Like I have done like towers and stuff like that in where was this? Was it, yeah, in Florence and other places that I have recently visited. So the Philapopos Hill wasn't that bad. And then once you go to the top, you can see all the Athens views. So it's really cool. It's really amazing. We didn't go to the edge because George and me, we are scared of heights. So we were like sitting down seeing the views, but we didn't go to the edge. To see it completely. And then after that, he took us to something that is called Anafiotika. It's like a little island. It's full of like beautiful houses. You have the Acropolis, and then you can also go to the top. It was amazing, and then you see all the views, and we saw it with the sunset. There was so many people like chilling, and I was like, you know, this is like the perfect spot when you want to take someone to a date and impress them. That's the place, or even to go with some friends with the beers and stuff like that. So yeah, so we went there, and then we wanted to eat lunch and stuff like that. So they asked me like, what do you want to eat? Like, do you want Greek food? But the thing is like, I was eating so much Greek food that I was like, you know what, I want something different. Where do you want us to go? And they suggested me like an Indian place, and I was like, actually I really like Indian food, so let's go. So we went there, and it was really cool because you could see like the temple from the top, and then with a beer, it was just like, oh my god, I don't know, like really impressive. And then after the, well, it was not lunch, it was dinner, sorry. I was like lunch. No, it wasn't lunch, it was dinner. Vaso had to leave because she was working the next day, and then George and me, we stayed there and talking and having dinner and stuff like that. So after that, George took me, you know, around the city and stuff like that. And then he brought me to a really cool place that is called Little Cook. It's one of my favorite places in Athens. I was really surprised that was there because actually seeing like places where to go in Athens, it didn't appear me. Basically, it's like a thematic place with everything decorated. I love that. I'm like a little kid always. And then they were dressing up. It was amazing. It was so cool. And then yeah, I told him good job. Like, you know, after that I think I would rate him like a 9 for showing me around. And then after that, next to there is a square in city. I think I'm pronouncing it good. George, don't kill me. It's like Sirri city. We went to the desserts, Nancy's Sweet Home. Oh my god, the desserts, man. Like, we ordered two desserts. We wanted one that is really typical, like it's a hot dessert, but it was sold out. So we ordered a baklava with ice cream, and then he told me like, do you like coconut? And I was like, I love coconut. Do you like chocolate? And I was like, of course, I like chocolate. So he ordered for me, like we shared both of them. It's like a chocolate dessert with coconut. Oh my god, like honestly, I'm obsessed with that dessert soon. Like, since, like, honestly, I'm telling him every day, George, I need to come up for the dessert. It was amazing. So we went there, and then after like having dessert and stuff like that, he told me like, "Oh, listen, like my sister is around with some friends and my cousin. Do you want to meet them?" And I was like, yeah, cool. Like, let's go. So then we went to a pub, and then we would drink with them. It was really cool. I know some words in Greek. I don't properly talk in Greek, but he does. So it was really, like, I felt like at home, you know, like he's so welcoming, and then the friends were really nice as well. So I felt really, really happy. And then we stayed there until, I don't know if it was 3 a.m., something like that, or 2 a.m. And I was like, look at me, like in Athens, you know, partying until 3 a.m. Anyway, and then he went with me he walked me home to the hotel, and then his sister was going to get the car because his sister came with the friends in the car. So his sister was going to pick him up from my hotel. Anyway, so we were like talking in the street, and it was so funny because there was so many weird people at that time. And then there was one like, you know, with drugs, and then there was a woman just next to us like with a pen just like writing in the walls, but like psychotic. George and we were looking at each other like, where are we? And then he's like, you are tired, look, I don't want to, you know, to keep you awake, like we can meet tomorrow, I can be here until my sister comes. And I'm like, George, I'm not going to let you like stay alone in here. It doesn't matter, like it doesn't matter if it's a guy or not, you know. It was really creepy. And then he was like, he was so funny, he was like, do you want to come home? I have space, you can stay with me, just get the things and come with me home. And I was like, nah, like I'm sure I'll be fine. It was so creepy, to be honest. And the hotel, like, it seemed better in the pictures than actually, but it was really funny. I don't know, it was a really really funny experience. And I was telling him like I was okay and stuff like that, so he was checking on me, so it's fine. And then, so that was the first day. I really had a good time. And then the next day he had to work. Vaso was working, so she couldn't meet up, but he had some free time afterwards. And then his mother was going to cook for me, so I was really excited about that. But then he had like hospital appointment, so we had to like decide at what time I was going to his house and stuff like that. Anyway, so in the meantime I did two things. I went to the Acropolis Museum, and then I went to a park that he told me is really nice park, and then there were like turtles and stuff like that. If I remember the name of the park, I'll put it down. It was really nice park, so I went there. And then I went to the Acropolis Museum. I thought about like seeing the temples, but the problem about the temples in Athens is like you need to go up a hill. So, and I have seen a lot of temples, and the day before we were like walking all day, so I was like, you know what, like, no, I'm going to take it easy, because I also need to buy souvenirs for my friends, for my family. By the way, let me show you some of them. I have them here. So basically they had a lot of these. This is really typical in Athens. It's €1, so it's quite cheap. And then, because in some of them I put some other souvenirs for my family and stuff like that. You have like the soap, and then you have like the eye. This is a good luck eye. It was really cheap. It was like €1. And then, well, I also have bracelets, because I really believe like in energies and chakras and things like that. So I got, this one is from Greece, this one is from Athens as well, this one is from Athens. I just went mental. Anyway, so yeah, so I did that and stuff like that. And then it was really nice day. I had nice food, and then ice cream as well. And then I saw the museum, and I went to the park. And then George like texted me like he was going to finish like around 10 p.m. He was going to be home, so he asked me like, hey, do you want to come, stuff like that. But I was like, you know, when somebody invites you, and especially to meet their family and stuff like that, for me family is super important. So I'm like, George, like whenever I care about someone, it doesn't matter if it's friend, partner, or whatever, I bring them with me, you know. I feel them like home, make them feel like home. So I don't want to rush into things, in the sense of like just spending half an hour with the family of someone, because for me that's not respectful. So I was thinking like, I'm really tired from yesterday, because we finished like at 3 a.m. and stuff like that. If I go to his house, like, and we walk Erika, his dog, I love his dog, honestly, is the cutest thing ever. I was not going to spend enough time with his mom, you know. So I told him like, look, I'm going to come back to Athens, you know. This year I don't have so many holidays left, but I promised him like next year I'm going to go back to Athens and stuff like that. So I can stay in his house and then meet his family, and then do a lot of plans and stuff like that. So I told him like, it's better for me to rest today, because anyway I needed to catch the early flight the next morning. And Athens is not like Santorini, like it's more complicated. Like to go to the airport is like 1 hour and a half, so it takes time. So I was like, no, because if I go, then I'm going, even if he has a car and he can take me back to the hotel and stuff like that, I'm going to end up like sleeping at 2 a.m 3 a.m, and I'm going to be super tired. So yeah, so that's why I said no. But yeah, I felt so welcomed. Like honestly, I love to meet George's family, like, and then friends. And then I lived like the full experience of Athens, because they take me to non-touristic places, so it was pretty cool. It was better than being in the center, because being in the center was too much, you know, super busy, a lot of people, random people talking to me, and then I was feeling a little bit overwhelmed. It's okay, because I'm learning Greek, and at some point I will understand, so I can communicate back. I understand some words because they have similarities with Spanish language, but yeah, it was quite fun. I had an amazing time. It was so hot. I was not used to that heat. I was like, oh my god. And then it was amazing where George took us and stuff like that. He's coming to London soon, and he's going to spend a week in Brighton, so it's going to be amazing. I'm going to see him again, and I told Vasa as well to come with me, to come back to Brighton, so we can do plans and stuff like that. So yeah, so Athens, I recommend you to go like 3-4 days. I just went 2 days because I didn't have much holiday left, and then I went to Santorini. But yeah, I recommend it for 3-4 days. One thing that I can say about Athens that it really surprised me, apart from surprising me, like it was like Madrid. I was like, whoa, it's like being in Madrid, but people are talking in Greek. But it's the same shops, the same restaurants, It's like super, never happened to me. Like I went to a city and it's like actually like center of Madrid. Another thing that they have is a lot of outlets, so I was really excited because they had a lot of dresses and stuff like that. But then when you enter to the outlets, it's not like really good quality of clothes. It's not like in here, like you have like the secondhand shops, and then you have like brand new clothes and stuff like that. So yeah, that was a drawback and stuff like that. They have a lot of shops with the nice coffee, and then the oranges, like proper, like oranges at the same spot they make it for you. So that was really cool. And then the food is super cheap compared to UK. Like you can actually like get 1 gyros or something like that for 360. It was so cheap, honestly. I was just like, honestly, I could eat gyros all the trip, honestly. And then one thing as well to bear in mind is like if you want to go to the airport, you can take a taxi and it's going to be half an hour and it's going to be like 35 euros, something like that. Or you can either take the underground or the bus. The bus is 5.50 and you buy the ticket and then you go to the bus. And then the underground, I think it was like 9 euros. I took the bus both ways because I had time and stuff like that. But yeah, if you go to Athens, it's a bigger city, even if the center is not that big. So plan your trip so you can be in the airport on time. But yeah, I love my trip to Greece. I'm going to like, where is it? Yeah, I'm going to Norway next week to Bergen. So I'm really excited. I'm traveling a lot. I'm saving up on traveling, discovering myself, focusing on myself, on my languages, on my people, and I'm really happy. I'm working on myself, so I'm getting to be the best version of myself, and keep positive, experience things, and yeah, like be happy actually. So yeah, thank you so very much for watching me again. Thank you, George. Thank you, Vaso, for being so welcoming. I felt super cool in Athens. Only for them I would spend 1 month in Athens just to do plans with them, even if Athens is not my city. Thank you very much for watching me, whoever is watching me, and then I'll upload other videos soon. Okay, thank you. Bye.